if it hadn't been that war on, they'd have crucified us, you know, like stealing a B-25.
You stole a B-25?
I didn't, but my buddies did, and
Did they steal it or did they borrow it?
huh?
Did they steal it?
They stole it, and they took all the paint off of it and repainted it, and we kept it at the base. See, we didn't have anything like that at the base, and this is the kicker to it. Where these were two guys. One of them was the head mechanic, and they had to have airplane parts. And the depot was way up in the north of England, so they had to go up there. They had a sergeant that took them up there in the staff car, you know, to get these parts. And when they got up there, they said, Lord have mercy, that was a long ride. We don't want to ride that car back down. And there was a B-25 sitting down on the ramp out there. So they said, well, let's just take that B-25 and go home. And they told the sergeant to go on home, and they took that B-25 and brought it down there and took all the paint off of it and numbers and did it all over, you know. And they got to looking for that airplane, and they couldn't find it. I mean, the people at the outfit, they couldn't find it, and they came there several times, and they suspected that that was it, but they couldn't prove it, you know, because they got some fake papers and all that stuff.
All that just to avoid.
Yeah, and the kicker was that was an airplane that they were modifying for General Doolittle. And we flew it on courier runs all the time. You know, when we wasn't flying combat mission, we'd have to take the filmed over the front lines over in France to these generals, you know, to these ground troops. And that's what we used it for. Everybody flew it. And then one day we had a guy in our outfit by the name of Kraft. Nicest guy you ever saw. But one day he took that courier run over and crashed that thing. See, we was right up on the front lines when we'd take that stuff over there, and they shot him down right there in the pattern when he was trying to land, and killed him. And I was going to Berlin, and they said, over here at Doomer Lake is this 262 field. All those guys flew some of those missions. They were fighter pilots too, and so was I.